Hello, hello. It's Larissa here. Welcome to our Lunch and Learn. Welcome, welcome. Kids are officially back to school this week, and it seems like fall is on its way. My son is so excited to be going to junior kindergarten. He's been in daycare, but now instead of summer camp, he's going to be in junior kindergarten. So he'll be 4 in just a few days, and it's amazing. When I look at him and his potential, it really truly is incredible, because I think kids at that age, they are absolutely invincible, and they are so determined. They are so persistent. I know when he sets his mind to something, he is absolutely 150% fully committed. And no matter how ridiculous something seems, it is absolutely 100% possible in his eyes. And I just think that is such a beautiful thing, because the possibilities really are endless, and the possibilities are endless for him. And if we could start looking at life with that same childlike curiosity, the possibilities really would be endless for us. So tell me if you agree with that. Give me a thumbs up if you like that, because the possibilities really truly are endless for you. So that's what we're talking about today. We are talking about potential. And I've got 3 steps that I'm going to share with you that you can take today in order to stop sabotaging yours. So if you've ever found yourself digging through the fridge or the snack drawer and binge eating because you've been stressed, we've all been there, right? Or if you've avoided client calls or being visible on social media or in your business because you just don't feel good, right? We've all been there. Or have had negative mental chatter or self-doubt going on in the back of your mind. It's almost like this little conversation, right? We've all been there. If you've ever been there, this is for you. So pay attention, grab a pen, grab a paper, because you're going to want to take some notes. I want to know where you are coming in from. If you are tuning in by replay, type in replay in the chat. And if this is your first time here, type in first time in the chat. So I know that some of you know me and some of you don't. For our new members, I'm Larissa McCook, and I'm a master results coach, trainer. I am a truth seeker and CEO of Abundance Academy. And I help successful entrepreneurs radically transform their life and business so they can create the time, money, and freedom that they dream of, that they deserve, that they desire. And our company mission is to positively impact more than 1 billion people across the globe and bring a brighter future to all. Now, that's the first time I've said that, okay? It's the first time I've said that out loud, other than to 2 or 3 people in my world. And I remember when we were starting this company, that wasn't even a possibility. That wasn't even something in our cards. And over the course of this summer, we had this beautiful vision that I overcomplicated. And as soon as I did the math on it, my complicated mathematical formulas ended up turning into 1 billion people. And that gave me goosebumps. This is something I've just realized this week. And when it comes to achieving your potential and achieving your greatest potential, you have no idea what you're capable of. And you really can be, do, and have anything and everything you want. So I remember growing up. When I was growing up, I was frustrated. I was so frustrated because my mom, she used to tell me that I could do anything I wanted. She's like, she had complete faith in me, and I didn't have it in myself. The more she kept telling me that I was awesome and I could do anything I wanted, the more I kept doubting myself and going, well, I don't know what I want to do. And then I'd have this whole conversation and talk back to her inside my own head. Okay. Raise your hand if you can relate. Now, over time, the more seminars I attended, the more coaches I started to work with, and the more mentors I worked with, the more I realized that she was actually right. And I got really curious to learn how, instead of doubting her, how I could make that happen. That curiosity took over. And ultimately, we all have gifts. We all have talents. We all have skills and purpose that we are born with. I was born with it. You were born with it. And the thing is, it's up to you to realize these gifts, talents, skills, and purpose that you were born with. The more you align with these things, the easier life will actually be. And the funny thing is that sometimes they are so obvious and simple that you don't even recognize them. Now, this really surprised me when I uncovered my purpose. Okay. I heard this word purpose. People were like, you need to find your purpose. That was one of the first things I learned in seminars. You need to know your why. You need to know your purpose. You need to know why you were put on this earth. Well, I got so worked up not knowing what my purpose was, and I kept searching for it. It's like I was searching in, if you've ever had, one of those basement rooms that you don't want to go into, it was like I was searching in that basement room actively for about 20 years. I got books, I did worksheets, I had coaches, I went all over the place. I did a tailspin. And finally, after I had trained in NLP, in neuro linguistic programming, I went through a process that we use in our personal breakthrough sessions. Okay, so we do the work before we use it with clients. And so I went through this and had a mentor of mine help me decipher what I wrote about. So we have a beautiful document that helps you uncover your purpose. It really is good because saved me. And so when she sat down with me, she was like, yeah, Larissa, this is it. And it was so obvious that I was like, no, that's not it. She's like, look, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. It was all over the page. And I couldn't deny it. And at first, I didn't even recognize it was there because it was so easy. It was so simple. It was something I've just always done. It was something that's all I've ever wanted to do. It's something I've done for free. It's something I've done to be like it for payment for work. It was just so easy and a part of who I was. And until that day, I had no idea. And the purpose was to teach. I never thought being a teacher was good enough. And that's all I've ever wanted to do. Okay. And so for me, really uncovering that was absolutely huge because as soon as I started aligning with it, this big weight, just this pressure in my chest released, this weight on my back just let go. And I was like, okay. I was surprised. I was relieved. And the world of possibilities really did open up for me. So why am I sharing this with you? Well, often the answers you seek are sitting there right in front of you, like right in front. They might be this close, okay? And all you've got to do is open up your eyes and notice them. Often the opportunity to create the life or business that you truly love is waiting there. It's right there. It's right there. The opportunity is there. All you've got to do is say yes. People are knocking on your door saying, here you go. Here's a chance. I can help you get there. I can show you the way. I can lead you down the path. All you've got to do is say yes and say, okay, I'm going to do this. And the steps that you want to take and can take are actually often more simple than you anticipated. You've just got to say, I'm willing to do them. They're not always complicated. They're rarely complicated. You've just got to say, I'm willing to do them. And then you've got to keep doing them no matter what. Because here's the thing. Here's what you need to know. When it comes to self-sabotage, it often happens when parts of you are in conflict with one another. So it's like, part of me wants this, part of me wants that. Part of me wants this, part of me wants that. And these conflicts are out of your conscious awareness. So you just see the result of this conflict. You may not be able to make a decision. You may feel, you may be just stuck on an answer. You may be avoiding something because you don't want to make a mistake. You may be afraid of failing. And so you just do what you've always been doing. Now, you might say you're going to get healthy, yet you eat that chocolate. You say you're going to grow a business, yet you opt out of making calls and go shopping with a friend. Maybe even go for lunch. You say you're going to think positive and you focus on things for a day or even 5 minutes. And then something happens and throws you off and you don't give yourself the time to get back on course. Okay, I'm going to repeat that one. You say you're going to think positive and you focus on something positive and you're like, yes, I'm positive. Something goes wrong. Something throws you off course. And then you just get back on the hamster wheel instead of saying, stop, getting back into a more positive state, getting back on course. That is huge. That is absolutely key. So let me know if that would be, even that one little tip would be helpful, right? So these sabotaging thoughts and behaviors, these are what keep you away from what you desire most in life. And the thing is, you can be, do, or have anything you want, and it can be a beautiful and brilliant experience along the way. However, chances are there are going to be some uncomfortable seeming moments that you aren't used to and you don't have an appreciation for yet. And I use that word yet on purpose. Because if you knew how to be, do, or have the things that you are craving and desiring, you'd already be being, doing, or having them now. So there's a journey, there's a learning curve. And whatever you desire most in life is probably new to you, or you'd already have it. And so the thing is, you've got to build the neurology, you've got to build the muscle memory so it becomes natural and eventually enjoyable. It might be mechanical at first. It might not feel so hot. It's like a baby learning to walk. Okay? It's like a baby learning to walk. They get up and they fall on their butt. They get up, they fall on their butt. They get up, they shuffle a little bit along some furniture. They get up, they fall on their butt. They get up, they let go. Ooh, this is cool. They fall on their butt. They get up, they let go. They do a little dance. Then they fall on their butt. They get up, they get let go. Maybe they even take a step. And do they let all that get them down? How many times do they fall? Hundreds of thousands of times. And they keep falling on their butt and they keep getting back up and keep going because they know what they want. They want to be upright just like everyone else. So they keep going until they build the muscle memory. They don't let each little fall knock them down. And they don't let that get in their way and sabotage, right? So when we resist this, if you think of anything new in life, it's like a baby learning to walk. Expect to fall on your butt a few times and be okay with it because it's just you learning to do the doing. And when you go with it, you are going to thrive. And if you are ready to stop sabotaging yourself and your potential, I've got 3 simple steps that you can take and you can get moving on them today. So get your pen and paper out and get ready to take some notes. Okay. Number 1, step 1, focus on the good. Focus on the good. Okay. What is right in your world? What is good in your life? What is going well? What good thoughts are you having? What good feelings are you having? What good things are you doing? What nice things have people said to you? What good things and beautiful things have you noticed? What is good? Focus on the good. Give gratitude for the good. And I'm not even saying for the big things. I mean, I'm saying for like the teeny tiny things. It's like, ooh, I got a cup of tea and it's just warming up my cold fingertips. It feels so good to hold the warmth of the cup in my hands. And while I'm there, I love the feeling of this mug. It just feels so good. I'm so grateful that I have this mug. I'm so grateful that I have a kettle to heat my water up in to make my tea. I'm so grateful that I found this beautiful sweater in the back of my closet. It's like, wow, I'm really excited to wear a new sweater today. This sweater feels good. I love the texture on the skin. I love the buttons. I love the detail. Focus on focus on the good. I love that I found a necklace to match my sweater. I mean, these are simple things. These are not complicated things. But when you focus on the good, even for the little things in life, you're going to start attracting more of that. And then it's going to stack. It's going to have a stacking effect. You will stack the good and ultimately keep getting more of that. Because even if something is bad in your world, the law of polarity states there's an equal and opposite potential for the good. And so for everything that's bad, there's an equal and opposite good to it. So you want to find and connect to that good, recognize the good. For everything seemingly bad, just be like, this is kind of bad. What good can I find in it? And only let good things come out of your mouth. If you have a conversation with me, it's not very easy for me to sympathize with people complaining about the bad because I will find something good in your situation. So if you want to call me to complain, don't do that. Because I will find a way to spin it into something good. I've practiced this because I've had to do it myself. So you can ask your family to hold you accountable to it, right? If you say something negative or say certain words or phrases that keep coming up that are unsupportive, pay your kids $5 every time they catch you saying that. They will be a great accountability insurance policy. Set an alarm on your phone. Check in with it 3 times a day or even every hour for a couple days, to monitor your thoughts and notice what's good. You might be like, oh my God, how can I do it that many times? 3 times a day, you may not think is a lot. It's a lot more than you are likely doing right now. So get in the habit of doing that over and over and over again. Make focusing on the good a lifestyle. There was even one seminar I attended where they had attendees put thick elastic bands. I'm going to use a hairband. They're like thick bands. And every time a negative thought would come up, they would have to snap it. And this is what we did after the seminar, a negative thought, and you snap the band. And he's like, don't just snap it a little, like really pull it until it stings. And some people would walk around with welts. However, it was a good reminder to focus on the good, because it's like, whoo, negative thought, right? So not saying that's what you have to do, but I mean, that was an extreme, but that was a break state. It was a way to get them to focus on the good and flip it and catch themselves when they weren't. So focus on the good. That is step one. You can do that right now. Even right now, I want you to write what is good in the chat. I want you to write something good in your world, something good that you've learned from this call, something good that is going on in your space, that is inside you, that is around you, something good that you're thinking, feeling, or doing. Let me know what is good in your world. Pop it in the chat. Okay, so step one, focus on the good. Step two, connect to resources. Connect to resources. Now, we have resources available to us all over the place. And as soon as we let go of what we call vicious independence, this is something I learned from Dr. Kim Redman, this term, vicious independence. As soon as we stop letting go of that and trying to do it all ourselves, we open up the doors of possibilities. Okay, so resources can be people, they can be systems, they can be tools, they can be strategies. There are people in your life that want to help you and that have your back. Make sure that if you're reaching out to people, they are the right ones and they're like-minded and they want to support you. That's why we started the Unleash Your Abundance group. That's why we have our Abundance Academy community, to give you a chance to connect with like-minded people, because you want to be in the presence and in the mindset of like-minded people, because that is a resource for you. When you're down, you want them to help you lift yourself up, not listen to your story. You want them to go, okay, good story. Let's get you going. Let's get you moving in the direction of your dreams. When it comes to systems, tools, and strategies, these are things that could be on your phone. They could be how you use your calendar. They could be strategies in your business. But these are things out there to make your life easier. These are the 5%, right? 95% mindset, 5% strategies. But these systems, tools, and strategies can make your life so much easier and flow so smoothly, so that it's way easier to stay in that 95%. You don't need all of the systems, tools, and strategies. You just need to plug into a few that are really key to you to help you make your life flow smoother. Maybe it's a meal plan for the week, so you don't have to worry about breakfasts and rush, and you can spend time with your kids, and then you can slide into work in a good state of mind. Maybe it's making a list at the end of the day. Maybe it's getting a remarkable tablet. Okay, it's going to be on my list. I'm not quite ready for it yet. It's coming. So James, if you're watching this, remarkable is, I'm getting to that. So you don't write all over papers. You can file it in a digital paper and file it right away. Okay, so what is taking too much time or energy in your life? Ask around and look for a solution, because when you connect to resources, you will be solution focused versus problem focused. And the thing is, you can only focus on one thing at a time. So let's focus on solutions instead of problems. So step 2 is connect to resources. Okay. So focus on the good, we have a strong support network of friends and family around me who accept me as I am. Michelle, recent good. I am valued and supported at work. I have been awarded a coin for my volunteering. I love it. Big congrats. So what else is good in your lives, guys? I want to know. Pop that in the chat. Okay. Step 1 of stopping to sabotage your potential is to focus on the good. So tell me what's good now. Declare it in the universe, because if you just keep it in yourself, what good is that? Focusing on the good, saying it from your lips, typing it in the chat. This isn't for my benefit. This is for yours, because it's going to teach you and your neurology. It's going to train your neurology to actually start focusing on the good. So start sharing the good with others everywhere, in every way possible. Okay, so step 1 was focus on the good. Step 2 was connect to resources. And step 3 is reignite your passion. Reignite your passion. This is you connecting to your goals, to your dreams, and to your desires. You want to create things. Everything that you want to create in reality has to be created first in your mind. Okay? So there are 2 ways to manifest and to create. You've got to create it in here before it becomes in your physical reality. And so you've got to take the time to dream. You've got to go back to your dreams and close your eyes and think of them often and make it so juicy, make it so compelling, and make it so real that you can tune into those feelings every time you go there. So you want to have a clear picture. You want to know what those feelings are, and you want to visit that picture. You want to visit those feelings often and begin living from the future. You want to start making decisions as that person with the goals and dreams and desires, and keep reminding yourself of what they are each and every day, multiple times a day, minimum 3 times a day. Write your goal, think about your goal, dream about your goal. And then every single time you take the time to really connect to your goal, you're going to notice that you're going to start having intuitive hits that come to you, either while you're connecting to your goal, shortly after, or somewhere in between. But you're going to have intuitive hits and these little signs from the universe that say, you need to do this. Your job is to follow those and take immediate action. And speed of implementation is key. So find out, listen to what the universe is saying, take immediate action, and implement right away. Implement right away. Implement right away. The more inspired action you take, the better you'll start to feel. And the more momentum will start to build. It's like you'll take the first step, then the next, and then you're going to be building momentum in a really positive, productive way. So reignite your passion and come back to it often. So key. This is what is going to help you tune into the dreaming and connect that dreaming to the doing and make your dreams a reality. Okay? So you want to repeat that cycle. Once you've reignited your passion, keep focusing on the good, keep connecting to resources, keep reigniting your passion, keep focusing on the good, keep connecting to resources, keep reigniting your passion, keep focusing on the good, keep connecting to resources, keep reigniting your passion. It is not a complicated thing. So this is exactly what you need to do and what you want to start doing right now to stop sabotaging your potential and take action on these 3 steps. Okay, so these 3 steps, if you haven't got them yet, focus on the good, connect to resources, reignite your passion. Ultimately, you were put on this earth to unleash your potential. You were put on this earth to unleash your greatness. And there is absolutely nothing stopping you but yourself. So set the limitation aside. Just set it aside and go for it. We are here to help. There's nothing more than my team and I would love to do than to help you unleash your potential, to help you realize that life, that business that you were meant to live, to help you find that health inside you, right from the inside out, to help you think good thoughts, feel good feelings, and live that life you were destined to live, to have a business that is thriving beyond what you ever imagined. So starting October 18th, we're going to be hosting another 5-day Abundance Accelerator workshop right in this community. And it's absolutely free. And we are going to look at unlocking your possibilities, clearing your path to your dreams and desires, eliminating negative beliefs, eliminating those limiting beliefs. This is a new thing that we're going to really touch on this time. We're going to show you how to uncover your abundance and success blueprint in any area of your life in 5 minutes or less. And I've got 10 tools that you're going to want to master in order to make the income and have the impact that you desire, because you were put on this earth to make an impact. So I want you to register for the Abundance Accelerator workshop today. It is absolutely free. There is no cost to register, and it is going to transform your life. This is a reset button that you are going to want to hit. Okay, so hit the reset button on your fall, get going, join us for our Abundance Accelerator Workshop, and we are going to start putting out within the probably next week or the week after. We are going to be starting to put out more content and more tools and more tips related to this workshop to help you prepare and help you thrive in those 5 days. So let's step up. I want you to join the workshop. Make sure to register for it today. We will pop a link in the chat and in the description of this video, and it is going to be all over our site very, very soon. So I hope to see you there. Join us, be there or be square. Make sure to live in your greatness, unleash your abundance, step into the you that you truly were meant to be.